Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off again.
Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Welcome back to the boat gang. All right, we got the Proboat Jetstream on the block. All right, we're out here at the Park Pond, going to be testing out my nozzle modification. Okay, I added a micro servo in the boat, and we actually have positive and negative thrust on the fly via our transmitter. So we're going to give it a rip. Stick around. Big B with Ironclad RC.
Down and all the way up. Neutral. Okay, neutral. That's where we're going to start. I'm going to start with the nozzle in a neutral position. Let's see what it does in the neutral position. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's nice. Neutral position. Okay, so now let's go all the way up. I'm using this toggle switch right here to control my trim. Okay, on my DX5 Rugged. So the nozzle is facing up. Oh, you can see the difference in the rooster tail shooting out the back. Oh, you see the rooster tail a little bit higher? All right, so that's pretty good. It seemed like it was like porpoising a little bit when it took off, but once it was on plane, it was actually good. So I'm actually going to go all the way down with it. Go all the way down using F on my DX5 Rugged. So this is all the way down. Oh yeah, so it's actually forcing the bow of the boat down, kind of picking up the back of the boat, but it don't bounce or cavitate like none. All right, so let's go over the wakes. Oh, over the wakes, it actually held down with no cavitation, with some down angle. All right, so I've got it. Got you guys zoomed in a little bit. So she's neutral. Oh, that's pretty nice. Neutral. All right, so I'm actually gonna go up while we're running it, see if we can kind of see a difference. All right, up. Okay, so she's actually cavitating a little bit, sucking air with it up, but it's throwing a pretty big rooster tail. That's a cool mod. You know, you're not going to use this modification all the time, you know what I mean, but it does give you on the fly tuning, you know. So I've actually went down with it right there. She's about 2 clicks down and she's running good. It's a cool mod. Like I said, it's nothing drastic. You're not going to see any drastic change in the boat's handling right now, you know, with the power trim, you know, but it just gives you something to tinker with, you know what I mean. There we go. Neutral. Okay, and I'm actually messing around with a trim tab with a new Basher trim tab linkage. The linkage rod on the trim tab, I have a new Basher linkage rod I'm working on. It's kind of like a shock absorbing linkage rod, you know, the eyes. I'll show you that later on once I get a few sessions in with the ramp. Oh, he's got the gas going. Jake's got the gas going. My buddy Jake's out here. Video will be coming out here shortly. All right, I got it all the way down. Man, it's pushing that bow down big time. And this might actually come in handy when you're in a stream, you know, when you're in a stream and you need to get that bow down or get the bow up on the fly, having this trim set up, it might actually work really good in a stream, you know, river, when you, with that fast moving water, when you need to get the bow up to like get over an obstacle, you know what I'm saying? Because you can actually, I got it trimmed all the way up right now. Okay, she's trimmed all the way up. And you can actually see a big difference. So she's trimmed all the way up. All right, and I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna film another video real quick. He's got the 48 gas. There you go, there you go. Let's go.
Ooh, doggy. 1667, boy. Yes, sir. Can you tell a difference?
Off
the gate? Yeah.
But it's like it never really just
Man, it looks faster. It looks faster. It looks faster. Who needs a freaking reverse bucket? Who needs it? Big B sure as hell don't. But if you're in a river or stream, I can see why you need the reverse bucket, you know? I got it down, negative, all the way down right now. See her plowing? See the bow plowing through the water? Man, that thing was fast, man. That thing was fast. We'll get her straightened out.
yeah, it's okay.
I just have Z batteries in here right now, you guys. I'll put my DV Extremes in a minute.
Wait, splashes! Look!
Want me to splash you? Oh, I tried.
You're welcome for noticing.
Hard part is creating the weight.
Yeah, that's cool, right? I started to bring it, man. Oh, I was trying to splash you. Jake's got the control. It's his first time running it. Yeah, you gotta give it throttle return.
Get the kids. Go to look up Proboat on Google, and they got all kind of models to choose from. They have little jet boats for the kiddos, you know. Oh, they're having a ball.
David, do you want to go on that one thingy over there? I don't think we're going to be in Golden. We are, because there's rope on the bottom of it.
Yeah, I had just put that DX5 on this thing,
Come on, man.
and I'm still hadn't had a chance to even mess with the trims or anything. It's ironclad. It takes it. It'll take it. It's tough. It's tough.
I'm in his video!
Yeah, you are. The boat gang. Future boat gang. Yeah. All right, so I'm back at the shop. Okay, I had a lot going on down at the park pond. My buddy Jake was out with me. We were running a couple boats, and we had the future boat gang kids. They were out there, and I was kind of trying to put on a show for them, entertaining them. So we'll finish the video up here. Okay, so I think the trim worked out really good. You know, I think it worked out really good. I could definitely see a difference in the boat's ride attitude. You know, with it trimmed up, the bow would come up, the transom would settle. With it trimmed all the way down, I would actually notice the bow would like plow, you know, and the transom would kind of come up. So it definitely works. It definitely works. And I didn't get a chance to show you guys what the servos looked like on the inside. I have a full install on this in a previous video. We have our steering servo, the reverse bucket servo, and our micro servo for the trim.
Okay, and I just basically have it programmed into auxiliary 1 F on my transmitter. Now, I have not had a chance to tune my transmitter into this boat. Steering trim, dual rates, throttle trims. I've basically only kind of trimmed and tuned the thrust trim, and I really didn't even get a chance to do a good job at that. So we will be doing some more testing on this boat with the trim. It's not the last time you guys will see it. I did want to have a video out for you guys about the trim, so hopefully you guys could, found it useful. Okay, but I think this is going to come in handy for those of you who run in streams and rivers. Okay, with your thrust pointed up like that, it'll actually get the bow up on the fly, so you can like power over little waterfalls and obstacles. Get the bow up so she don't nose in quite as often, or if you're in some fast moving water, you may be able to trim it down, get the bow down or something, and really get some water going through the pump. I don't know. I'm not a river guy, but I probably will put the reverse bucket back on. I had a few guys like, oh, that's a stupid mod. That's a dumb mod, BB. You had to take the reverse bucket off. That's the best part of the boat. Well, if you think the reverse bucket's the best part of the freaking boat, then yeah, you got problems. But I didn't really need all this up trim, so yes, I probably will put the reverse bucket back on. I just left it off so we can kind of play with it and see what it does in its raw form, with the power trim. So as you guys can see here, I've got the stock turnbuckle on one side, and I have Big B's upgraded ironclad turnbuckle on the other side. So what I'm actually going to be doing is testing this ironclad turnbuckle and the stock turnbuckle. Stock turnbuckle, yesterday, me and my son's bash session, we actually bent one side of it, which you can obviously see I bent it back into shape, no big deal. But on the way home, I decided to stop by the hobby shop, and I picked up a few rod ends and turnbuckles here. Okay, so what I've actually done is I got two rod ends, okay, in the stock position with a turnbuckle. All right, I use these Dubro 256 swivel ball links, okay, and they're actually meant for this style rod, okay, but I actually drilled the rod end out to accommodate these Traxxas rods, and I'll go more into it later on. Actually, I ended up using the short rod right here opposed to that long one. I got two different ones. The short one worked out. So what I've done, like I said, I drilled it out to accommodate it, and then what I'm thinking and what I'm hoping is if something breaks, hopefully the rod end breaks before we bend the turnbuckle, before we break these little tabs off the trim tab, before we break the trim tab. So I've actually taken the ball out the rod end, completely take the ball out, and what I've done is I've used two different size silicone lines. It's a really small silicone line in the place of the ball, okay, and I'm thinking that's going to give us a little bit of cushion, a little shock absorption when we're bashing, jumping the ramp, hitting rocks. Okay, when we hit the ramp, it's got a little jar. It's kind of a shock absorbing trim tab tuning rod. However, whatever the best way to freaking say that. But I'm going to give it a rip for about a week before I actually show you guys how to do it, just to make sure it's freaking ironclad. Gotta be ironclad. But it's just an idea for you guys, so I'm gonna give it a rip. Got some play there, and then when you hit the ramp, it's gonna give a little bit and not break. So that's my idea. I also have another idea. If this one don't work, I've got another idea, so we'll just have to see. Okay, so yep, I had a good time today. We'll see you guys next time. More to come on the nozzle tuning. More to come on the boat. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.